build the most cities or settlements. Let's try that. Hello everyone, this is Guyofdoom, and welcome back to the Sea of Flame. And the first thing you might notice is you don't see any lava, and that's because I went underground, back where I found that original water source that I had gathered, which is just up the stairs there, and I actually found the next two dungeons. So over this way is Dungeon 9, over that way that I've conveniently blocked off, I've got Dungeon 10, and then I also found that going down one of those rail tracks, the one that does not go to the Nether portal, has Dungeons 14 and 15. So that leaves 11, 12, and 13, which I'm assuming are all in the Nether. So just because I'm kind of obsessive, I'm probably going to go through everything in order. And I'm setting up my own little mini base over here. So I've got my nice little farm here for growing up bread. And as you might guess, on all these dirt bricks that were out here, Vex had put little grass to try to get seeds, and then of course I had okay luck with seeds, but in case he didn't, or in case I didn't, he had put extra seeds in here which I had collected. So I have got myself all readied up. I was gonna come in with bread, but I lost it trying to create my little base here. So but I found one other secret chest that had the pork chop you see in my inventory there, so I'm all geared up in iron in my inventory, and you're going to see as I have only opened the door to just peek in here, and I have actually not ventured in this dungeon at all. So this will be the first episode where I'm like freshly exploring a dungeon that I haven't at least gone a little bit on off camera. So I'm hoping this will be a little bit more excitement for you guys. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded an episode in the last week or so. I've been trying to maintain my commitment because I've got I was gonna say I am now a member on TGN Let's Play, and right now I've got a Let's Play of Duke Nukem 3D with a high resolution texture pack going. Wow, okay, I'll just let these guys kind of suicide themselves into the cacti. So I've got Duke Nukem 3D going with a high-resolution texture pack, and I've been playing through that. Ah, man. On TGN Let's Play right now. Oh, jeez. This is not going so well. There's got to be some spawners around here. Holy smokes. Wow, whoa, 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 whoa! What's going... Oh, jeez. No! Wow. That, did not go well for a first exploration. Huh. I don't really have any words. So I've got my first two episodes of my Let's Play for the Duke Nukem 3D on TGN Let's Play that I've been linking to you guys either via my bulletins on my channel, so you guys can check this out if you haven't already. So this is the not the original Duke Nukem, because there were actually some the actual Duke Nukem 3D was actually like the third or fourth in the actual Duke Nukem series, but it was the first one that did the first-person genre, and the one that basically was the predecessor to Duke Nukem Forever, that a lot of people were kind of expecting a big upgrade from. Basically we're expecting Duke Nukem Forever to be a big upgrade of, and that didn't happen to be the case, from what I heard. I didn't actually play Duke Nukem Forever, but I heard it was a little bit of a disappointment. I'm not actually using my sword. Okay, ooh, looks like some of the stuff survived, but there's a whole horde of creatures down there waiting to kill me. Oh, whoa! Okay, that explains a bit. So I bet you there's a whole bunch of spawners up there, which is where everybody's fallen from. Huh. I don't think... I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there very easily. I know I'm not going to be able to get down very easily. Whoa! That sounded like quite a few arrows. I don't know what that was. As you guys can guess now, this is usually why I cut things away, because there's just so many bad guys that it just takes me so long to go through them all. But you know what? I think I'm going to give myself a little bit of destruction here. I have to... Let's try something wild, shall we? Alright. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get a bunch of episodes recorded for you guys, because I've actually got a gaming convention that I'm going to this next week up in North Carolina. And so for those of you guys that might not know what happens at a gaming convention, it's basically you've got a little bit of role-playing, a little bit of complex board games, stuff like a little bit in the vein of Settlers of Catan, if you're familiar with that. And if you're not familiar with that, they're basically board games that have got a little bit more complexity than you usually do. But like Settlers of Catan is something where you... there we go. That's what I was looking for. So Settlers of Catan is a board game where you kind of set up this hex board game grid, and there's a little bit of a randomization to it, and then each one of those hexes has a number on it, and every turn somebody rolls 2d6, and who's ever got their settlers or villages on those tiles collects resources. So there's a little bit of randomization with resources, and the goal is to get 10 points, and you get points by building settlements, and so you're basically kind of competing. Well, I'm going to lose my stuff, I think, anyway. So you're basically competing to build the most cities or settlements. Let's try that on for size. Oh, that worked surprisingly well, but I still see skeletons over there. This clay brick is not helpful, or I should say the clay is not very helpful. Bonsai! Whoa! Holy smokes. What did I collect? What did I collect? Not enough. Not enough. There's all my crap right there. And a whole lot of clay. So yeah, I'm going to this gaming convention next weekend, so I'm not going to be able to record like I normally would. So, unfortunately, that, like I said, that means I'm going to try to have stockpile on footage. Oh. Stockpile on footage for you guys, so I can at least upload the episodes for you guys to view without any kind of discontinuity or gaps. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more regular about that, because I have been a little bit erratic, and I apologize for that. But real life happens. And so right now I usually can potentially record once or twice a week unless something comes up. So I'm hoping that I could just set a regular schedule and try to keep with that, but that's not always the case. And right now I kind of give a little bit of a priority to TGN Let's Play, because I hadn't had anything on there yet. Oh, jeez. I don't know why I'm coming in here without a weapon already. And I wanted to at least get a pattern of, or get a consistent pattern and audience going so far on TGN Let's Play. Before, I'm going to have to go up there and kill whatever those spawners are first. I'm going to have to. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to have to go up there first. There's no way. Whoa. Whoa. Alright. Now my computer's spazzing out. Alright, here we go. I think that was what my initial plan is anyway. Alright, so regular schedule, regular recording. Alright, let's go here. So while we're trying to figure out how not to die here, actually let's make a sword at least. Because I just lost a bow and arrow. I'm taking items and I'm in there and I'm losing them and I'm not even paying attention. Ugh. Anyway, alright, so... We're gonna try to keep a regular schedule going for you guys, because right now I have been doing once a week, but the days have been a little unclear, and there's been I think just a little bit of confusion with that, and I'm gonna try to avoid that in the future, because consistency can be a good thing. For me and for you guys, and so that way there's a little bit less surprises. I did try, for those of you that have watched my Duke Nukem Let's Play, I talked about how I got invited into an open beta, or I should say, sorry, a closed beta, for a free-to-play shooter called Blacklight Retribution, and whoa, I just did not come in with those blocks I said I was going to, did I? So it's called Blacklight Retribution, and it's a free-to-play first-person shooter. So that, jeez. So in theory, that means you're just basically building up points, kind of like League of Legends, for those of you that have played that, where you get weapons and upgrades. And I've technically only played a few matches of it so far, and it kind of reminded me why I'm not big into first-person shooters anymore, because I don't have the newest computer anymore, and first-person shooters have become so much about frames per second and reaction times, at least on any sort of level online. And I think that's just kind of pushed me away from the genre, because I don't, as you guys have clearly seen in my videos, I don't quite have the reflexes really to have a kind of a competitive scene. So I try to stay away from that. Whoa, whoa! Alright, let's try this. If my computer doesn't stop spazzing out, I'm not really sure what's going on there. Up we go! That did not work out like I expected, huh? Alright. Let's try this again. You can see how bad I really am at this game, but you guys don't get to see that as often because I edit it all out. It's just like many of, I think it was C-Nanners always says that he always appears really, really good at the games because he does a lot of editing and dropping for games that he doesn't do very well. So I can see why, because it happens more often than you might like to admit. Let's just build myself up to the ceiling so I can get away. Oh! Oh! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! What is up here? Where are these spawners? Oh! I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's a dungeon up here. Let me in, let me in! Whoa! Whoa! I don't know what that room was, but, okay, this is Clay. Clay, I feel like, what beats Clay? Rock beats scissors. I feel like this is a big rock, paper, scissors match right now, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do here. Oh, man. Yeah, so this is what happens off camera. I get really frustrated, I try to figure out a strategy, and then usually I record these things for you guys. But I still have fun with this thing. Like I said, I've been enjoying these survival maps even though I've been dying. And I say maps even though this is really the only one I've been playing. Just because it's a series, and like I said, I do plan on continuing the series. Just at the moment, I am having a hard time with this one, so we'll worry about the other ones later. Let's see. Why did he put clay in here? That's what I'm really trying to figure out. Did he do it because it's annoying and destructible? Probably. Probably. Alright. Let's make a whole bunch of blocks here. and see if I can climb up there. So I thought about having a bunch of different conversational topics to discuss with you guys, because I do get comments, but not as many as I might like. And I do want to kind of try to engage you guys in an audience, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more of that on TGN Let's Play, because they do have just a larger audience, and I know right now I don't have that many subscribers. And I'd like to, of course, like every YouTube striving YouTube artist or director, or however we describe ourselves, that we'd always like to have more people following us, more people. That is a bugged creeper. More people following us, more people listening to us, more people watching our videos. And so I think one of the easy ways to do that is to engage people in conversation and just get you guys talking about things that we enjoy, or that I enjoy, and that you enjoy, and that we can enjoy, I guess, at least discussing. So I was thinking on a variety of topics today, and one of the things that I was thinking about was, so a lot of people I think have been a little confused as to why I picked Duke Nukem for my video, or my game of choice to start off on TGN Let's Play, and mainly because out of all the first-person shooters I've played in my years of gaming, Duke Nukem 3D is still one of the favorites that's stuck in my mind. Much like I would say another big one has been would be GoldenEye. Like, just these old school first-person shooters that I've played tons and tons of. Whoa! Wow! All right, that totally screwed the door system. I'm hoping the dungeon is down and not up, but I guess we'll try this again, see what happens. Oh! Wow. That was utter disappointment. Let's try... I suppose I shouldn't be all totally shocked that I keep trying the same thing, expecting different results. The one thing they'll always tell you is a scientist never expects different results from repeating the same experiment. If not, or if that happened, it would be a bad thing, because you want consistency and repeatability. So, with that, talking about Duke Nukem, it's like I said, one of my favorite first-person shooters. And so I thought I would ask all of you what your favorite, or one of your favorites, or some of your favorite first-person shooters are, just to get kind of a feel on everybody's preferences. And it's not because I plan on doing any first-person shooters for this channel, at least not in the near future. It's just, again, like I said, to kind of get conversation going and see what you guys like, and what your annals of game history is like. Because I know what I like. I do not see anything down here that's going to help me. Nothing at all, really. Let's see. Let's be clever. I really don't see anything down there, but just to see, what was your guys' gaming history like? And so, I know some of you, because part of this is that, Tuesday, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Okay, so, for those of you that don't pay attention to current releases, which is probably not very many of you if you're watching this, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 comes out this Tuesday, and so the Call of Duty series is kind of like the definitive first-person shooter of this generation. So it's I don't even remember how many millions of copies that it sells, but it is extremely popular. And I don't know. I've never really gotten into Call of Duties. It came about a while after my time frame with first-person shooters, as you might have guessed, and so I didn't really have any exposure to really any of the Call of Duties. Really, I think my only war-based first-person shooters were like the original Medal of Honors, and I think those are in the garbage bin, so to speak, of modern gaming. That I don't think very many people like them. Whoa, that is just a mess, an absolute mess. There's got to be a spawner in there somewhere. Has to be. Has to be. Ah, jeez. What is going on with my computer? There's got to be spawners all up in there, I bet you. I bet you. Oh, jeez. We are gonna come back with some early supplies. So, yes, I've never really played Call of Duties. I've watched footage of them, and the summary I get out of the Call of Duties is that basically all they did was reward you. My whole understanding is that they're kind of what's the name of it? A reward system for getting higher kill streaks, and you get weapons and airstrikes and that kind of thing. And well, that's cool because it feels like it's rewarding everybody. I've never really understood the point of giving an advantage or an additional advantage to those who are already winning, because then they just continue to win. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me anyway. And you don't want to reward people for doing poorly, but at the same time, you want to keep people trying to improve, but just flat out rewards. And some of the, and it's not, and I think it's just the scale of the rewards that I've seen in Call of Duty that kind of bug me, where you've got the choppers and the gunners that just come in and slaughter things, like the guard dogs or the spy planes. Like those kind of make sense to me, but the gunners and everything like that just seems kind of silly to me. And what's also silly is that the fact that the kills from the kills from the gunners and stuff, as far as I can tell, still stack with your kill streaks. So like it creates this endless loop of just owning abilities, and I don't really get that. And if I don't understand it, please, of course, somebody tell me and refresh me. Like I've said, I've never really played them. It's just from the footage I've watched, that's the impression that I get. And that doesn't really appeal to me. And it's not that, I guess I'd say there is probably an honest level of not wanting to go through that difficulty curve of getting stomped by being a noob and everything, and not wanting to relearn a game. But some of it I just think is a little bit like, there's always going to be people that are better than you at the game. And so my impression is that you've got to increase the matchmaking and the efficiency, because I think that's the real challenge, is making sure people are paired up with fair opponents. Oh, jeez. Rather than kind of just rewarding. I don't know. I don't think reward system's there, because I think then you're putting too much responsibility on the players, and I think the developers should have some sort of responsibility in trying to help everything improve. And so I think matchmaking does a better job of that than kind of pigeonholing people into this Skinner box. There we go. Skinner box mentality, where you just keep pushing a button to try to get better so that you can play better people. And I don't know. I think automated matchmaking is the way to go, but I think a lot of people have problems with that, because from what I've seen with like games like League of Legends that had really good matchmaking systems, is that people got upset because they didn't end up where they thought they should be. Like they thought, of course, they should. Everybody's a pro in their own mind, right? So a lot of people in League of Legends were upset that when they do their matchmaking, they wouldn't end up in the pro brackets. They'd end up in these noob brackets, and then and so it just kind of cascaded like that. And I can understand that, because you're gonna have some complaints, of course, again. But at the same time, like, you get to a point where people are going to complain no matter what you do, so it's better to do the right thing, in my mind, than it is to try to just cave in and count the dollar signs. Like, well, I mean, I don't want to get all corporate baddie guy, but I don't see Activision always making the right choices, but then again, they're not much better than EA, which is of course got all those stupid ads like "your mom will hate this game" and all that garbage. So anyway, that's my 5-minute diatribe on Call of Duty. So we'll leave that alone. And let's see. Oh, geez, the switches and everything came off of that. Huh. Well, that is unfortunate. Let's see if I can just tunnel around it then. Oh, man, did he really just build or put a whole bunch of stone and I don't have a pickaxe? There we go. Nope. Nope. That didn't work either. I'm not quite sure what to do here. So, that's lava. Those are bad, evil spiders. Ah! I saw you come out of there. Just trying to find where these stupid spawners are. They've got to be hidden in here somewhere. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Oh, my goodness. I just got to bring a whole set of tools with me, don't I? Okay, let's get this done, shall we? Alright, let's build ourselves some wooden switches to replace those wooden pressure plates, to replace those that we lost. And let's just go ahead and make ourselves a whole toolkit here, so we could try to figure out what in the world is going on there. Alright, and now of course, we need torches. I'm going to have to go back and get myself some coal is what I'm going to have to do, because I keep running out of torches. Alright. Let's try this. Alright, so let's see. First-person shooters. All right, we got first-person shooters. But again, another thing I've always been into. I've been into turn-based games, and so this is my thing. Is that not only am I into turn-based games and the things like Minecraft, and I really get into independent games because of my whole DRM philosophy that I've chatted with you guys about. Whoa, jeez, just don't stop coming. And it seems like for quite a while I've kind of been in a minority, especially with the circle of friends that I have for the games that I'm interested in. And so I've never really understood, or I've never really gotten into that crowd where I have to have games when they come out and they're released. I mean, there's a little bit of exception to that. For instance, I mean, I had my wife got me Batman Arkham City for my birthday this past she's been 2-3 weeks ago, and I absolutely love that game. Mainly because I am a big Batman fanboy. Oh my goodness. But also because when I played Arkham Asylum, I just absolutely loved it. And I was very much looking forward to Arkham City when it came out. And having played it, I have to say it's an awesome game, but the storyline was a little shorter than I expected. The story was still amazing, but there was just, it seemed like their target audience changed a little bit, because instead of putting a lot of content into the story and having a little bit extra games, it seems like it was kind of the other way around, where the story was just really quick, so people could zip through it as quick as they could, and then had all the extra storyline with the Riddler clues and mini games and stuff after that for completionists like myself to keep going through and finish after the fact. And so I don't know. There were little quirks too about it, and I don't like how they did Catwoman either. I don't think the having the whole download code for buying a game new, I don't like that philosophy, mainly because, again, because I know better than everyone. But no, there's a number of people that I listen to or read their articles that I agree with a lot on gaming, game designer philosophy, and the whole concept of punishing used game sales is kind of a silly one, because it's treating used games as a dirty word. And it's really not, and it's one of those things where we've reached a day and age, especially with mobile gaming, where you can get really good games on your phone for free or for very little money. And so keeping a $60 price tag on games that just seem to be having less and less effort thrown into them, it's not really necessarily a good thing. And so I think it's one of those things where I think the developers, mainline developers, need to shift their focus a little bit, and just get back to kind of core games and core mechanics. And Notch does a pretty good job of that, although there's sometimes he posts his philosophy on his blog that I don't necessarily agree with. But, I mean, that's life. You don't have to agree with everyone. So, let's see. I am losing my train of thought as I am trying to figure out how in the heck I am going to beat this dungeon. I really don't know. Let's see. Got the tree, oh death. Oh wow, there's slimes down there too now. Jeez. It's gotta be up here. It's gotta be. That's my thought process, but I don't have any. I didn't bring any blocks with me. Frick. Alright, let's go. Let's go back and get some more blocks. And I think if this, I'm going to give it one or two more attempts, and if these don't work, I think I'm going to fast forward it for you guys, because I am turning into a rambling mess while I am trying to figure out this dungeon, and I don't want to bore you guys while I get a little frustrated on this map. And if you guys have any philosophies that are like, hey dumbass, you need to do this with TNT, or make yourself a little bridge like I did before, or there's something that's just patently obvious that you feel like I'm failing at, then of course please leave me comments below. Like I enjoy comments, positive, negative, or otherwise. Oh my god. Oh, that just makes everything a mess. Why do you ruin my life, creepers? I didn't think about that. That's probably not a terrible idea, having the water down there. We'll see how that works out. Filter them away from me, hopefully. Alright, let's try this again. First you don't succeed, keep trying it again, right? That's what the saying was, right? Oh my god, just leave me alone! Jeez. I'm just gonna make myself a staircase up there, because I am sick to death of doing this over and over and over again. My little pillars of ascension, we'll call them. I should just keep making my, oh my god. Wow. Fall already, will you? Ah, jeez. Sometimes. Why can't skeletons just do what I want? Alright. Jeez, what? Spawners need to die wherever they are. They need to be blatantly obvious and in plain sight. Otherwise, it's just cheating. Okay, we're gonna pause this and we'll be right back, and I will bring you all victory. Alright, we're back, and now that we found out exactly why this level was so frustrating, I figured I'd show you guys just all the evil secrets that were hidden in this particular level. So, I don't even want to count again how many deaths I've had in the meantime where I was off film, but you can extrapolate just from, how many times I died while I was filming it. So, assuming nothing else has spawned up here relatively recently, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I was fighting. Oh, man. What keeps spawning in my spawn point? I think the problem is I've got so many monsters that are spawning in that dungeon right now that I think it's just freaking out my computer. And I thought I'd lit up my little base area like a Christmas tree, but I keep getting surprised by a lot of mobs, and I'm not really sure why. So, oh wow, that heals a lot. Okay. So let's go ahead and give us a sword, and we're going to go up there and show you what we got. And the short, well, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it's pretty cool, but it was not that door up here was not the door I was looking for. So there's another great nerd reference for you there. And let's see. Hoppity hoppity hop hop hop. So after, or I was gonna say, I took a little bit of break filming this episode, and I went ahead and I filmed another one because I was getting frustrated. So I'm gonna try to post these up at the same time, but you guys should look forward to a special episode of Boxatron Alpha with the Humble Indie Bundle, and check that out. And I definitely encourage you guys to purchase that. There we go. See, lots of weapons and bows and arrows and so forth. But again, no magic dungeon tile. But the astute of you might notice that I built a secondary staircase here. So a long while back, I noticed there were a bunch of spiders falling from above here, and it turns out there was a reason. And the reason was that pretty much... Oh my god, no! The reason being, besides the fact that they want to kill me before I show you guys, is that, ta-da, here we go. Oh, jeez. There we go. There's got to be a spawner up here for these things, too. Light my way, light my way. Lots of light. Okay. And, ta-da. Here we go. This is the dungeon thing, and as you could guess, I had a creeper explode in there. So, we're going to take a few of these just because, to be safe, and we're going to go back and we're going to stick it in our little mini base there. And then we will continue on to Dungeon 10 with you guys on the next episode here. So, hopefully, I'm getting a little careless. The worst thing that could happen is I could fall down to the bottom, but I am good as gold at this point. So this is to show you that I can complete a dungeon within a single episode, just not necessarily show you everything that's going on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I did enjoy filming it despite a lot of frustration, so I hope to see you guys next time. So rate this video even if you hate it. Make comments below. Feel free to subscribe. I go ahead and put that button in the lower left-hand corner in the last 30 seconds of every video. And I will see you guys next time. So thanks for watching.